Have you ever heard the old saying that there are two different types of people in this world? Those that like ranch on their pizza and that, oh, you don't like ranch on your pizza? Well, I guess you might be the other type. Well, in today's video, my friend, I would help share with you the 5 different types of people that thrive here in Bentonville. Are you going to thrive here in Bentonville? Maybe by the end of this video, you'll decide, hey, you know what? I fit many of those 5 categories, or maybe you just fit one of those, or maybe you'll listen to this video and you are like, maybe Northwest Arkansas and Bentonville isn't the right town for me. My friend, if we haven't had the chance of meeting, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Anthony Mosley, and I'm a real estate broker located right here in Bentonville, Arkansas, and I help people just like you, after presenting them the facts, decide, is Bentonville, is the general Northwest Arkansas area, the best place for you to call home? In no particular order, the first person that thrives here in Northwest Arkansas is, believe it or not, entrepreneurs and small business owners. As you can imagine, Northwest Arkansas's pro-business climate, someone like an entrepreneur or a small business owner can very much thrive here in Bentonville, with opportunity just abounding around every corner. There's access to capital. Maybe you could get your product or service in the ear of one of your neighbors that works at a major corporation in the area, and that might provide you opportunity to get your product on the shelves at Walmart. I've heard many stories of that happening here in Bentonville. As a small business owner, maybe you're looking to take that small business, bring it here to Bentonville, and you'd like to scale that business using Northwest Arkansas and Bentonville's growth to your advantage. There are certain programs like Startup Junkie and the Exchange that offer free business resources for you. As a small business owner and an entrepreneur alike, you should know that Northwest Arkansas is one of the fastest growing regions in all of America. In fact, recently, Bentonville was named as the highest population growth city for the entire state of Arkansas. And neighboring town Centerton, out of the entire state, has had the most percentage of population growth as of recent. The next person that's going to thrive here in Bentonville are remote workers and tech professionals. With Tyson, Walmart, and J.B. Hunt already here, they are already producing a culture of needing those tech professionals in order to work here on some of their systems. With a robust internet infrastructure and entrepreneurial culture, the lower cost of living, Bentonville attracts remote workers and tech professionals escaping expensive metros. I've had many clients move here from Denver, San Francisco, Austin, Texas, and many other tech areas around the United States in order to try their hand here in the tech world in Bentonville. Of course, we have co-working spaces like Ledger in Bentonville, which is the world's first bikeable building. In fact, here's a short clip of me riding up and down Ledger not too long ago. It is an amazing building and one you're going to want to check out if you haven't already. As far as remote workers, we have many people leaving their expensive metros. They're able to work remotely. As mentioned earlier, the Bentonville area in general Northwest Arkansas is still one of the most cost-effective areas to live in the country. But I caution you, my friends, certainly go to Forbes online calculator to check out your cost of living where you are now to where you might be here in Northwest Arkansas and potentially Bentonville. The next person who's going to thrive here in Bentonville are creatives and culture seekers. Artists, designers, and lovers of the arts are going to thrive thanks to a strong creative economy. There are museums all over Northwest Arkansas. Here in Bentonville, we have 8 museums alone, with some of our flagship museums being the Momentary Museum as well as Crystal Bridges. There are farmers markets, music festivals to where people can showcase their art or express themselves musically. There's the Bentonville Film Fest, Format Music Festival, as well as the Fresh Grass Festival. And there are programs supporting creatives like Creative Arkansas Community Hub and Exchange. Not to mention there's a rich culinary and craft beer scene in Springdale, Fayetteville, and of course right here in Bentonville. Next on our list, this might resonate with you, is people who are looking for a high quality of life. Well, what does that mean? What does high quality of life mean to you? Many people say low cost of living, access to healthcare, access to many trails and things to do, people to see, places to go. Some high quality of life for you, depending on your familial situation, is access to quality schools. Year in and year out, Bentonville schools rank up there towards the top of the list, sometimes at the top of the list, for best schools in the entire state of Arkansas. There are private schools, charter schools, but the public schools, namely, are certainly at the top of the list. According to niche.com and many other online resources, Bentonville schools are some of the best in the state. When people are looking for a high quality of life, they also want to make sure they're living in a safe area. I, as a real estate broker, have to be very careful with using words like, this area is safe. Well, my friend, I would encourage you to go to crimegrade.org and check out two of Bentonville's zip codes. There's only two, 72712 and 72713. Type those zip codes in after you've had a chance to type in your town's zip code to see your level of safety. You might live in Parker, Colorado, and you type in Parker, Colorado zip code, and it shows you the different type of crime there, and maybe you've lived there for 8 to 10 years, and you understand what that would mean. Now, go ahead and plug in Bentonville zip code 72712 or 72713 on that website. It will show you, relatively speaking, what Parker, Colorado might look like in comparison to Bentonville, Arkansas. You can do that for just about any city in the United States, and it'll bring up that zip code's crime grade. Of course, there's other websites that you can check out for safety. Most county websites, like Benton County's website, does have additional resources there for you to check out. Also, in quality of life, people want to have things to do. Earlier, we had talked about the museums. There's also the Scott Family A Museum, access to youth sports, community programs, arts and parks galore. Last but not least, and certainly, in my opinion, the most obvious person who's going to thrive here in Bentonville is an outdoor enthusiast. By all means, my friend, Bentonville has named itself the mountain biking capital of the world. So just imagine all of the world-class mountain biking trails available at your fingertips or your pedals, however you want to use that phrase. And of course, all around the surrounding cities and regions, there's access to hiking, biking, camping, fishing, canoeing, paddleboarding, golf, major trail systems. And if it's in Northwest Arkansas, then in Washington County, we have the Razorback Greenway that connects all of it, whether you want to roll, stroll, hike, or bike, all the way from Bella Vista down to Mount Kessler at the end of the Razorback Greenway, or some would say at the beginning of the Razorback Greenway. There is something for everyone all along Northwest Arkansas for an outdoor enthusiast. At the beginning of this video, I told you there are 2 types of people in this world, and there are actually 5 types of people that thrive here in Bentonville. And if you're one of those 5, reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. My friend, it's always a pleasure to put this information together for you, and now you know a little bit more about what life is like in around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.